Hey, what's up, good people? This is Shelby here. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. As you can see, I am completely bare, brows and all, and you are in very close. And that's because I like to try to recreate a look and a feel that I saw Alyssa Ashley do on one of her recent videos. She brought the camera in really close and she shared a very simple, dewy, everyday makeup look. Not high coverage, not high drama, just nice and fresh faced and very wearable. And I loved it for two reasons. One, because it was just uniquely Alyssa, because I love how open and honest she can be about how she feels about the community and the environment that we're in, but also about bringing things to the channel that are requested by her viewers, but also just things that she feels like she should share. So I think that's awesome. And on top of that, the look was lit. So my goal is to get as close to that look as possible, or my version of that look, using my own tools. And I hope that I'm able to share something with you that you're going to be able to wear any old time, okay? And of course, with this look, as with actually I think a lot of my looks, because I've been told that I tend to skew more toward the natural, this is going to be a lot about skin, a lot about glow, and it's going to be, I don't know, just fresh faced. And I think that's awesome. So I'm going to go in with a primer. This is going to be a moisturizing primer. It doesn't really matter which primer you use. If you have one that you're in love with, for sure, use that one. I'll list out the products down below, but for this purpose, we'll pretend like it's a get ready with me. So I won't be naming out products. I'll just tell you what it is, not necessarily who made it. Next up, since we have determined that moisture is the star of this particular look, this dewiness, I'm going to go in with a glow foundation. It's not actually a foundation so much as something that's got a lot of glow and a lot of moisture in it. And it actually has some illuminating properties. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to conceal some dark spots because I have a couple, and this is mostly going to be light coverage and I don't want the dark spots to show through. I'm going to go in with just a small pump, maybe a little more. Yeah, one pump. And I'm going to mix that in with the illuminating face moisturizer that I put on as my base. And then I will mix those two together. I'll just use the end of my brush to mix those up. And then I'm going to apply this to my face. Now, since the face moisturizer is sheer, when I add this foundation to it, you see how it picks up the color of the foundation? I'm going to put this all over my face and I'm going to pounce it in with the Beauty Blender. Okay, so as you'll see, it looks like I almost don't even have any foundation on. It just looks like everything is kind of smoothed out, which is the ideal. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes. Not a lot, because it's supposed to be very natural. I'm just going to put just enough to wake it up. Just enough to wake up underneath my eyes. The next thing I'm going to do, because this will not stay if I don't set it, is I'm going to go in and set my under eye. Set it very lightly, not a lot of powder, just to make sure it doesn't move. And I will set the perimeter of my face with a slightly darker translucent powder, just to give some contrast, but also just to set it so that it also doesn't move. Next, next, it's time for brows. I'm going to very naturally, lightly fill in my brows, which I think for someone with thicker brows sometimes can be a challenge because getting them even is half the battle. So we have set our face, we have our brows. I'm going to put the smallest amount of concealer underneath my brows just to clean them up. Not a lot. I'm going to take this little angle brush and just add the smallest amount. And now, not adding any additional drama, just adding some depth to my lids. I'm going to take a brush and I'm going to choose a color that's very close to my skin tone. And I'm going to just put that all over my lid and covering here, the upper part of the lid as well. So into the crease and covering the lid. On the monitor, this is showing up a little more pigmented than it is, but it actually is much closer to my skin tone. It's just adding some dimension to my eyes so that they don't disappear, which is the goal. I'm going to take that same color and put it in my lower lash line. Next step is highlighter. And for this one, let's see, actually I'm going to start with blush. I'm going to start with a cream blush because I believe and I agree that they go on very natural looking and kind of a glowy, which is what we're going for. Not very, very subtle, but I look like I'm the picture of health right now, which is lovely, nice, glowy, love it. All right, so I am going to spray my face with my Matte Fix Plus, and then I'm going to add the highlight on top, on the inner corner and on the high points of my cheeks to emphasize the glow. While I dry, I'm going to curl my lashes. As you can imagine, I won't be wearing false lashes because it's supposed to be a natural look. I'm going to go in with my highlighter and hit my inner corner and underneath my brow bone. And I'm going to go in with the other side of this brush and highlight the high points of my face. It's a nice natural glow. Okay, and then I'm going to go over it with my beauty blender. Oh, super glowy. Really liking it. I'm going to go in with my mascara and then we'll do lips. And that'll be the end of the look. I'm going to go in with mascara. Mascara is done. So lastly, I'm going to go in with lips. All right. Hey, that is the finished product. I really enjoy the way that this looks. I think it looks really like fresh-faced, but very simple. You could switch out the lip for something clear, or you could switch it out for something brightly colored, depending on what your version of the daily nude, bright, fresh look is. I feel like the highlight does a lot of the work and the brightness of the cheeks, but I really like this. Like my day-to-day is not far off from this, but I'm feeling good about this. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you like this as much as I like this. Send me photos if you tried this. And if there is anything that you'd like for me to try, of course, as always, go down to the bottom, hit the comment button, hit the like button. I would love I would love for you to subscribe because I want to keep sharing with you. Thanks so much for your time and have a great one.